So my inclination, Dominique, and I can see the look on your face, is anytime I hear someone say, we've got nothing to lose, so let's just play like we're as free as can be, is that they actually feel the opposite way. Because I'm not exactly sure why anyone who desperately wants to win, as he clearly does, would ever feel that way. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think you're right. And you, as a high stakes young tennis star, understand how difficult it is when you're going up against the best guy in the city. And maybe you knock him off. So you know about that pressure. But I
Okay.
would say to Mitchell.
I'm going to
Go ahead,
stop
Mike.
you right there. I know why you're saying that. I will tell the story because everyone here wants me to tell the story. Well, the only sport I ever played in my life competitively was tennis. When I was a kid, I was playing a kid named Dana DeMeo, who everyone said was going to wipe the court with me. And someone said, don't be nervous, Greeny. Everyone expects him to beat you. And I said, I thought to myself, that doesn't make any sense. I want to win. The only pressure involved here is that I want to win. And I beat him 4-2. So Mitch Trubisky, there's hope. Go ahead, Nick.
I love that you think that your high school, your youth tennis is just like Mitch Trubisky. But I do think that for Mitch, maybe there's not a lot of pressure on the Bears, but there's a ton of pressure on Mitchell Trubisky. He has gotten a second life, an opportunity to play for an extended contract, to play for the franchise tag, to legitimize himself as a starter in the NFL. If he plays well in this game, people will think differently about him. There's a ton of pressure. If he plays poorly in this game, people are going to say, well, they played some bad defenses late in the season. This is the same old Mitchell Trubisky. I know that he doesn't watch TV and he doesn't want to be bogged down by the nonsense that we're saying, but you don't have to watch TV to understand the situation that you're in. Mitchell Trubisky knows that if he plays well today, maybe he becomes the Bears' long-term answer at quarterback. Or not today, this weekend. Or some other team looks at him and sees some potential. If he plays poorly, he's a career backup from then on out.
Well, look, I mean, he's playing against one of the best defenses in the NFL in New Orleans in a game his team is not given any chance to win by practically anyone. Do you, in your mind, could he unwrite basically everything that has been written in his career? I mean, again, this is not like a guy who's finishing up his first season. He's finishing his third year in the NFL. Does this one performance, would it be enough to sway you? If he plays great and they win this game, would it sway you on bringing him back?
No, I still would put my money on David DeMeo because David DeMeo is the truth. He is a much better tennis player and a much better football team. In this case, it's the Saints. I don't think that Mitchell Trubisky is going to play well. And even if he does have this one good game, I don't think that's enough for me to change my mind about the quarterback that I think he can become.
And then maybe the most important question of all we have overlooked, which is, do you see it happening? I don't think the world gives Trubisky and the Bears a whole lot of chance. Do you?
I don't see it happening in part because their best attribute is Khalil Mack in that pass rush, and the Saints are going to neutralize that because the thing they do the best is quick passing and running the football. And they have a great offensive line, a great running back, and the most accurate quarterback that I've ever seen who makes quick decisions and gets rid of the ball. So it's a really bad matchup for them, not just because the Saints are an overall better coach team and more talented team, but in the ways that the Saints are good, those are the ways that you are built to neutralize the Bears. If you think back, the Bears' best game of the year was when they went up against Tom Brady and that Bruce Arians offense. That's kind of you hold the ball, you drop back, and you give Khalil Mack and that D-line some time to get after it.
Yeah, I'll make my picks tomorrow, but I'll tell you right now, to me, of all the things that could happen this weekend, the biggest surprise would be if the Bears were to beat the Saints in New Orleans. All right. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.